My meditation is over. Na Adan. Orin Shisa. Justice be done. And Tara.
Research complete.
Na Adan Atum. For Artanis.
You require my skills.
By your will.
I am here in the shadows. I am the Lord of Darkness.
Orange.
State thy bidding.
We stand as one.
For the reckoning.
My light. None can withstand the Templar. Adam Atum.
I am the heart of darkness.
Mineral.
Cold, state thy bidding.
We stand as one. Orange Shisa.
I am here in the shadows. We are one with the shadows.
We are the blades of
Cold,
Na Adam.
you require my... I am the voice. I am here in the shadows.
Research complete.
Kasar de Templari. Ula Sadari. Orange Shisa.
Mineral field depleted.
Kantara Tassadar. For Artanis.
We are one with the shadows. It shall be as you say. For the reckoning, I serve for now.
Command me. Honor guides me. By your
Mineral field depleted.
Antara Tassadar. Ula Sadari. For Artanis. By your will. Kasar.
I am the voice of the eclipse. We move unseen. State thy bidding. You require I am the heart of cold. We are one. You require my skin. We are one with it. I am the voice. Cold is the void. State thy bidding. We are one with the shadows. State thy bidding. Veraku, you require my skills. Let our enemy know our
For hire. For hire. For hire.
Mineral field depleted. Mineral field depleted. Research complete. Mineral field depleted.
I am here in the shadows. You require my skills. Cold is the void. State thy bidding. I am here in the shadows. I am the heart of darkness.
Research complete. Mineral field depleted.
My meditation is over.
For the reckoning, you require my skills.
Command me.
I am the heart of...
We stand as one. My life for life.
One with the shadows. I am here in the shadows.
Research complete.
I am here.
Mineral field depleted. Mineral field depleted.
I am here.
Mineral field depleted.
For
Cold
Mineral
is the
field
void.
depleted.
we are the
We are one.
Order.
I am the voice.
Command.
You require.
My meditation is over.
State thy bidding.
We stand.
I am the heart.
Justice be done.
You require.
Na Adan Atum. Honor guides me. By your will. Ula Sadari. And Tara Tassadar. For Artanis. Gassar de Templari. Command me. Ula Sadari.
Cold is the void. Intriguing. For the reckoning. Very well. Complete the cycle.
Base is under attack. Base is under attack.
For the reckoning. State thy bidding. It shall be as you say. For the reckoning. Very well. Veraku.
Base is under attack.
Very well. We are one with the shadows.
Base is under attack.
We move unseen. It shall be as you say. Forever sleep.
Base is under attack.
We move unseen.
Mineral field depleted.
justice be done. Oren Shisam.
Research complete. Research complete.
We are one with the shadows.
My meditation is over. Ulasan.
State thy bidding. I am here in the shadows.
Mineral field. Research complete.
It shall be
Mineral
as you
field
say.
depleted.
I am here in shadows. Cold is the void. Veraku. I serve for now. For the reckoning. Intriguing. I am the voice of the eclipse. Very well.
Justice be done. Na Adan At. My meditation is we are twilight for hire.
Very well. It shall be as you say. I serve for now. We move unseen for the reckoning.
Na Adan Atu. On trial. Justice be done.
I am the heart of darkness. It shall be as you say. For the reckoning.
Command. For our acts.
You require my skills.
My meditation is
Cold is the void. I am the heart. We are one with the shadows. Death comes to all. Intriguing. Cross. Void hungers. Veraku. Forever asleep. It shall be as you say.
we embrace the glory of battle.
We move unseen. Death comes to all. For the reckoning. Very well. Cold is the void. Veraku. Intriguing. For the reckoning. You require my skills. Fury. For the reckoning.
Justice be done. Orange Shisan.
Medevac sent out 12 Marines at a time from Clem and Cyril. While he has 4 bases and 60 drones, the lack of upgrades, he doesn't even have a baneling nest, which means dealing with well-upgraded Marines is improbable, if not impossible. He's going to have to hold on for several minutes, and I fear that's unlikely. 6 drones dead already. The Marines just chewing into the base. The Queen's on the high ground, but unlike the Medevacs, unable to fly. Hey! Infestation pit is most of the way done. Queen's still chasing. But Clem? Wow, that's so many Medevacs for all policy. He's got 7 Medevacs on the field. Another division of Marines joins up, trying to deal with the back line. Clem drawing Cyril into his own corrosive biles. And now, this is exactly where Clem is most comfortable. He's got this mid-game Marine Medevac army, almost exclusively Marine Medevac. I guess also mid-tanks for the M&M. The corrosive biles landing, but Cyril's creep spread is almost non-existent. His upgrades mediocre. His tech progressing, but his economy tenuous. So now Cyril finally putting together a counterattack. The hive halfway there. The Marines pushing forward. That siege tank backstopping counterattack is good on top of the tank, but what's back at home to defend? Baneling speed is on the way. He just eats a Baneling. 1-1 finally done. 2-2 about to complete for Clem, though. A full upgrade advantage. And wow. Clem tearing through everything. Holds the line and strikes back with a vengeance. Game number 3. We'll go to Clem. Cyril with the roach timing that doesn't quite pan out. You don't really want to play a longer game on Whispers of Gold against Clem. It's very easy to send those Medevacs out, as we clearly saw. And it feels like you're always on the back foot if you're not able to get some early aggression. So I think that's the thought process behind Cyril's moves. And he has a couple games to burn. Not that you necessarily want to, but we don't see the level of strategy of a best of 9 very often. It's, in fact, even for grand finals, sometimes, usually best of 7 is the standard, but I think best of 9, where you see pretty much every map in a tournament map pool. You have a potential for 9 games. I thought I would come up with something more clever than just describing the number, but here we are. Counting again. Just like I count on you to smash that like button and subscribe. It was a good recovery. Hey. Starchild is our map for game 4. Cyril in the red, Clem in the blue. And Clem finally able to find his footing. That was the first time we saw, well, I would say that the Reapers were the first time we saw true Clem showing up, with the level of harassment that would get you at least written up in most other societies, but instead, Cyril turned it around with the roaches once, but he wasn't able to do it again. Now, does he have any other cheeses he's finally selected to pair maybe with some balanced wine? Or are we going to fall back to the more macro-oriented gameplay? Hell bad timings. Well, he didn't fully commit. He still had the Hellions. He forced a bunch of roaches out of Cyril. So I guess it was a success, just not in the winning the game sort. But instead, kind of altering the trajectory enough so that the asteroid didn't crash directly into his game plan. That was dramatic enough. Definitely a larger map. One of our community maps as well. You can see the TLMC17 tag on it. I believe we just finished up the Team Liquid map contest number 20. Honestly, personally, I would prefer there to be like 15 maps in the pool and you just get a bunch of vetoes when it comes to the ladder. Like 7. But, we've always had kind of a minimal and honestly somewhat homogenous, very similar, samey maps. Feels like we reskin the same 3 maps most of the time. And if any don't follow that trend, pro gamers will do their best to veto them. But in a best of 9, we may very well see those what have been termed Game 7 or Game 9 maps in the past. The maps that you never see through the tournament because every single player is boring and, vetoes them. But if you have enough games, you can't veto all of them. So I'm hoping. We still haven't had our El Dorado game. So I'm looking out for that one. It is interesting how Cyril has beaten Clem so far as well. We did have our standard macro, but the general idea is you either have to outsmart him or keep up with him. And keeping up with him, there's only really 2 players, I think, capable of that. Raynor and Max Pax. Both actually slightly younger than him. Not that that's necessarily the defining characteristic, but, you know, interesting trend. And since Raynor is more focused on the Legends League, and Max Pax couldn't quite keep up. Zerglings rip down the Reaper as it tries to jump away. Cyril, on the other hand, and Hero, actually, in the category of outsmarting him. Cyril in the just adapting, and I believe it when people say, well, mostly others have claimed that he has near-perfect memory. I don't think maybe photographic, but able to remember almost every game he's played, or at least the relevant ones, and adapt to that information. Oh, yeah. Whereas Hero, if he doesn't know what he's doing, how can you? That's a very different... The Forrest Gumpian school of Protoss has been successful for Hero up to and even against both Cyril and Clem. Though, once again, wasn't enough to make it here. So, we'll see what trend Cyril continues on, as we can likely predict the style Clem's going to play, for better or worse. He's a bit of a heel at this point, because of that level of consistency. I can't remember really the last time in a high-profile match Clem was like, I'm just going to do something completely crazy and off the wall and make it work. That's the Gumiho school of Terran. But, if you've got a strategy that works, why fix it? And speaking of, 3 racks on the way, double engineering bay, 3rd command center going to be landing on location. Meanwhile, so far, 1 Reaper has died, but that's just the beginning. Overseer on the way. And, hello? Karen, you were supposed to bring the Overseer today. Then why is this always my... This is literally the first time we've trusted you, Karen, and now you're already complaining. Sorry, Oh, a Spire is on the way. Mutas, potentially, in production. As one of the lesser seen. In fact, we haven't... Now that I think about it, we haven't seen anything but the Ultraless. No Hydras, no Mutas, up until now. Just been the Roachling, Bane, and the Viper. But Cyril's already on 73 drones. Notably, no upgrades yet. In fact, he hasn't even started any Evo chambers. Going to be sinking all of that Vespene gas, and minerals, of course, into the Mutalisks. Meanwhile, Clem, he's got all his upgrades coming online. He's got a great economy, but is he going to be prepared for the... What are the queens? Incinerated. Clears the creep with the Hellion Banshee. And double Evo on the way. 9 Mutas. The first wave as strong as possible. No missile turrets whatsoever. You're not anticipating this, though. It should be a little suspicious momentarily. Mutas are so rare that they have become kind of somewhat strong again, as almost no Terran players prepare for them until they actually see the Mutas. There was a time quite a while ago in Starcraft 2 where you'd just be building missile turrets at a certain timing. Just assuming the mutas were on the way. But this time, well, Cyril isn't able to get the mutas across the field. He's swinging in to try to crush the medevacs and suddenly realizes, but Clem adapts quickly, takes down 2-3 mutas before Cyril is able to crush through. Another medevac heading in, and the Hellbats melted the base to the top left corner. 3 mutas taken down by the Marines. So, not terrible, but certainly not great. Hellions darting into the third base, and the drones immolated. The Zerglings as well. Quite a heavy price paid. 12 drones dead. 17 Zerglings. And Clem loses a couple medevacs, some Marines, but he's gotten enough time to build turrets back at home. He's gotten enough time to solidify his economy. Combat shield is about to complete. Already 2-2 on the way. The big struggle with Mutalisk is keeping the momentum before the critical mass of the Terran army comes together. We're talking 200 supply. We're talking multiple factories of Widow Mines, with missile turrets so far across the bases that it's almost impossible to do any damage. And the Marines are hunting down the mutas. There is some space they can fly into in the corner, but if they're not careful, they'll be trapped there, and Clem will be able to put Cyril in the corner. But for now, not quite enough. Banshee's getting chased by the Queens. Cyril's creep spread finally starting to spread out a bit. He has not been able to really get it far across the map throughout the series. I'm usually so active, but that's another benefit of the Mutalisk. It might be a bit of a muta risk, but right now, arguably paying off. He's got 5 more on the way. Was there an infestation pit build? No. And this is the big sticking point for every Zerg for the last 15 years who's gone mutas. The inability to easily get to Hive, counteracted by the huge amount of mobility you have with the army itself. No overseers with this, which is a bit negligent, but going straight for the natural. Are we going into a base trade? If he gets on top of the production, well, he can't build much of an army at that point. Widowmine gonna connect. Knocks out 1 muta. The SCVs are locked out of the natural. The Marines just stimming in. Baneling's being built back at home. Gonna try to roll in, but there's still so many Marines. 2-2 not quite done yet. SCVs being slaughtered by the dozen, but the drones aren't doing much better. Drilling Claws is completed. The Marines are stimming. He killed the Thor the moment it popped out of the factory. Cyril still trying to hold on. 17 more Banelings on the way. Clem finishing up his 2-2 upgrades, going to make those Marines even more dangerous. But there's only so many left. Widowmine in position, dodges out, medevacs up to the high ground. Marines dropping out again. Queens working on the medevacs themselves. The mutas might be able to come back around. Cyril, a 40 supply, 42 SCVs dead. Almost all the medevacs picked off. Zerglings still throughout the main. Drilling Claws is completed, so the Widowmines will remain cloaked. But now we see what's left. Cyril still has 70 drones. His muta count 16. He just started +2 melee attack. Clem has the 2-2. Wait, he actually lost the engineering bay. He didn't complete the +2 weapons. He clearly lost the NG bay. So, Clem just shoots down his own medevacs. The mutas don't get the satisfaction. Bit of a panic shot there. There is a 4th command center, but the SCV count has plummeted. Oh, Widowmine not quite able to latch. Just a few Marines in the main, and if the numbers are too low, but he's going to get a couple more mutas on the way out, trying to intercept. If he can whittle down the... Oh, no. Oh, the Widowmine's going to take a couple more on the way out, and the muta count starting to drop precipitously. He scans another base, though. Cyril at 72 drones, even if he doesn't have a hive. Baneling mines on the field, and this is the perfect time for it. And... oh, awkward. Gonna try to drag him back. The Widow Mines, he triggers the Baneling Mines to mediocre effect, but that is so much Terran. 68 Marines on the field. Clem has snuck a few more SCVs out, but he's on mule life support right now. What a game. Cyril, both the strengths and the weaknesses of the Mutalisk, very apparent right now. Clem playing to what he has. He cannot afford to lose another army, but the army he has is hard to lose very quickly. The Marines dodging back, the tank taken out, but the Widowmines are an existential threat to pretty much the entire Zerg army. There's another double drop to the south. A few more SCVs being incremented out. So many Banelings underneath. Think gonna try to maybe get a Baneling mine somewhere, but the Marines are taking big hits. The Widowmines, though! Huge hit on the Banelings. He's off the creep and gunning down. More Banelings. Another wave of Widowmines. One gonna be taken out. The Marines in autumn colors. He's just trying to get on top of it. Drags the hit in. Melts through the Marines. The counterattack takes out another base. But again, Cyril is able to overwhelm the army that Clem simply cannot replace. Back and forth across the field. The battles continue. More Widowmines getting terrible, terrible damage. The medevacs being chased down as well. Pulls up the Widowmines yet again. And the Baneling mines taken out. He's spotted them now. Cyril doesn't really need them. Clem is up to 37 workers, but Cyril still has 75 drones. Clem is on borrowed time. Oh, and losing multiple mines here as the Mutas flip around and slice them away. Four more Mutas in production. Gonna take down another wave. The Baneling count isn't high enough. Trickles through. In fact, Cyril has an upgrade advantage since he took out that engineering bay. The Marine splits. I can't believe it's not butter. What a spread. But here come the Mutas to clean it up. GGG. Cyril up 3-1. Well, Mutas leaving things open. It looked dangerous for a moment, but Cyril always had just enough back at home. Clem completely blindsided by the Mutas. And getting that early momentum is such a big deal. Mutas need, if you don't have it, you're just going to get whittled down. It doesn't matter if you do some damage. But Cyril taking out the first medevacs, limiting the starport unit count, and then the decision to go for the base trade. Now that was a risk we rarely see Cyril make easily. But he decided on it, a split-second decision that could